Hello everyone, it is now May 20th and I wanted to talk about some of my experiences and feelings that I had after my mom's burial. So during this time, because of COVID-19, there is really no funeral service going on, and because my mom is Buddhist, we typically would have a Buddhist ceremony, which is more of like a celebration of life, and talk about the fact of elements such as reincarnation and transitioning to a higher being. So yesterday was my time and opportunity where I got to see where my mom's ashes is buried, the plot where she will be located at, and I basically got to say my final words to her there, because I didn't get the opportunity to do so beforehand in person. So when I first got there, it was my father, me, my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece and nephew, and a family friend. My husband was there as well to provide support. And at first I was very emotionally contained and in control. I didn't feel anything at that point in time. It kind of felt very surreal. I use that word a lot, but I kind of felt detached from the situation. There was nobody yet from the funeral parlor around, because they were responsible for delivering the ashes over to us. So the way that the setup is there was a set of ashes for my mom's burial plot, ashes for my father, ashes for my brother, and ashes for me, and a necklace that I opted to get so that she can be with me always. So originally everything was all hunky-dory, and then the funeral person that was assigned came down and began handing out the ashes, and the one that was handed to my father was in this beautiful hand-painted blue urn with birds and flowers on it. She would have really loved it, but that was the first time that I got to see my mom in her cremated form. So it hit me pretty hard at that moment, and I remember just tearing up and starting to cry because I realized that her physical being had changed and it wasn't going to be the same anymore. I mean, I knew from everything going on that she was dead, but seeing her like that really solidified to me that her body had transitioned and she was cremated. So it was just really sad to see, and I was crying a lot. And we got the opportunity to walk over to the plot. They didn't make her stone yet. She's in a Massachusetts Veterans Memorial Cemetery since my father is a 5-tour Vietnam veteran. He has a Bronze Star, Purple Heart. So she is going to be placed there, and in the future when he passes, God forbid, he will be placed next to her as well. So I found the spot where she was at, and I just sat on the ground and I was talking to her, not really out loud, but kind of in my head, and I was just talking about everything that I missed my regrets, my sadness, and also trying to smile just in case she could see from where she's at now, so that she doesn't get sad because I'm sad. My aunt happens to be also located in that same cemetery, so my mom isn't alone. But it got a little bit chilly, and the thought that came to my mind was she's just gonna be so cold there. But she's close by, and I intend to bring her lots of flowers and visit her so I can share with her about important things that she's missed, or probably hasn't missed because she is seeing them, I'm hoping. So it was painful. It wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie and say I saw something special up in the clouds and the sky parted and the sun shone down and sparkled down on my mom's spot. It was just me. A couple of members of my family were wearing masks and social distancing, and it was just such a bizarre scenario, and one that I hope others don't have to undergo because it's just really not fair. But I do have a piece of my mom with me, and I want to show the people where she's at. I'm not sure how to go about turning it around, but there's my mom. It's so bizarre. Like, if you look at the placement, like how tiny ashes are of your loved ones. You have someone that you normally see and you can hug and you can hold them, and it's like, you know, when they're gone, it's such a little presence. But, you know, I have this area set up for her. I basically moved my mom in, you know, never thought I would say that. Never, I always joked around, don't move your mom or your in-laws in, but I'm happy now because I can sit down here, do my homework, and feel a little bit closer to her and talk to her and just ask for guidance in some shape or form. But I love you, Mom, and I will visit you and give you flowers, and everybody there that was there yesterday really, they miss and love you, and, you know, find this talking about it somewhat therapeutic because I can rationalize some of my thoughts and document it in a way, and maybe try to converse with other people that feel the same way as I do. But it's not fair. It really isn't. Anybody that undergoes and experiences an unexpected loss, I feel for you. I guess I'm part of the club, but it just makes you realize how sad life is, and I hope that, you know, Mom, you're in a better place, and you didn't fear anything, and you are my superhero. So, I love you, Mom. Bye.